A lot of us grew up with them. The show has always had jokes for kids and adults. That's not anything new.
Alright, bro, I've seen enough. Cause what the fuck am I even watching right now? What's good, y'all? It's your boy Soldaya. And if y'all ever been watching a kid's show or movie with your family and you see a scene so crazy that you think to yourself, how the fuck is this even allowed on TV? Because for some reason, especially recently, a lot of scenes I've been seeing have been crazy. So in this video, we gonna be reacting to kid movies are getting weirdly sexual. This is gonna be a good one, so without any time waste, let's get right into it.
Y'all just went to watch that new SpongeBob.
Why is there so much ass in the new SpongeBob movie? What the hell? I haven't even seen that movie, but that's crazy.
Movie. What's up with y'all and all this?
Have y'all seen the advertisements? Have y'all
Oh, hell no, bro. Why is SpongeBob making that face?
seen what is in that food?
Oh, nah, that's crazy, bro. This is wild.
It's inappropriate.
Social media is in a frenzy after Ice Spice went to the new SpongeBob movie premiere wearing this outfit.
Isn't this like a kid's movie? What the fuck is she doing dressed like a stripper going to a kid's movie premiere? That's crazy.
Like, do we not remember this? They have put adult jokes inside of children's movies for years. There's literally nothing wrong with this movie.
Just because they put content in kid shows in the past doesn't mean it should continue or that it's right.
SpongeBob used
Like, I get like little scenes here and there for like that only like the parents can understand just for like comedy and shit, but sometimes enough is enough.
to be a silly and harmless show. Yes, it's had its questionable moments.
Hey, yo, what the hell?
There was always some type of innocence to it. Now, the new movie has parents
Alright, what the hell am I even watching?
and social media collectively concerned and wondering, what in the world is happening to children media today? Dirty jokes and kid cartoons and movies are nothing new. If you grew up on 90s cartoons, you
Like I was saying, bro, it's okay when it's like, you know, the little dirty jokes that only like the adults can understand, but that shit I was just seeing in the SpongeBob movie, what the fuck?
probably get it. But something about children entertainment looks a little different now, and the more you watch modern kid entertainment, the more you realize the innocence is being ripped right out of them. In today's video, we're going to talk about the history of cartoons and how subtle, dirty jokes that used to go over our heads have turned into whatever this is.
What the fuck? But yo, I can't lie, she really shaking that thing. Alright, let me stop.
If you wanted to learn something new today, you're in for a treat, because what if I told you that cartoons were never originally for kids?
We know that cartoons
Wait, what the fuck? Cartoons were never originally for kids? I ain't know that.
are for children, but they're also profoundly not for children.
Well, the history of cinema in general.
Yo, I can't lie, if I was a kid and I was seeing all this black and white shit, I feel like I'll be scared, bro, because this shit just looks scary.
You know, is one that is made originally for adult audiences.
Like, why the fuck do they look like that?
From the very beginning, there were all kinds of lewd jokes and, you know, innuendos and references that kids might not get, but adults surely did.
Back in the early 1900s, cartoons were played in theaters late in the evening, so the main audience were adults, unwinding after a long day at work. These cartoons were filled with racism,
That is crazy.
visuals, and overall way too aggressive for kids back in those days. Betty Boop was a mainstream symbol, and the visuals and themes in the cartoons were, let's just
Mind you, this is going on in like the 1920s.
say, not the most innocent. It wasn't until censorship stepped in and television expanded worldwide that cartoons started being packaged as more kid-friendly.
In 1934, the Hays Code came crashing down on Hollywood, and Betty got caught in the wave. Betty, once a nightclub headliner, was recast as a domestic figure. She started out representing the liberated spirit of the Roaring '20s, but by the end of the decade, she was barely recognizable.
When the Hays Code came along, it enforced strict
I never watched that Betty show, but at the same time, it is 2026. I don't see anyone watching that in 2026.
moral guidelines that ban things like profanity, suggestive dancing, and violence in cartoons. So if you thought cartoons were sweet and cuddly, think again. Now, with all this
I never thought cartoons were sweet and cuddly, because back when they were showing all those like dirty jokes in older cartoons, I understood damn near every single one of them.
Censorship in play, animators couldn't have Mickey Mouse smoking cigars and Betty
What? The Mickey Mouse used to smoke? What the fuck?
Boop flashing the audience. No, they needed to start making movies that would clutch at your heartstrings. They needed a movie that would make hundreds of families around the world sit around the TV and laugh.
Today in the Walt Disney Studios in Hollywood, there is coming into being something entirely new in entertainment. A motion picture called Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. The first full-length feature animated production in cinema history.
Walt Disney's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs proved that high-quality, family-friendly movies could not only be a massive financial success, but they could also entertain children without parents' help.
So like Snow White was the first like children's movie that was a cartoon, I guess, because I don't even understand.
This is the era of babysitter cartoons, where cartoons would basically raise children on Saturday mornings.
Fred Flintstone, Bugs Bunny, and other shows like The Jetsons, The Alvin Show, Beanie and Cecil, Tom and Jerry, Mighty Mouse, and Woody Woodpecker, all of these cartoons would see their success repeated when their episodes were rebroadcast on Saturday mornings, helping solidify that time slot as the time to target advertising dollars to the teens and under market specifically.
Damn, that's crazy, bro. Look at them giving us a whole like breakthrough of how cartoons came to be.
All became longtime staples of Saturday morning.
So now, cartoons were basically kid-only, with many of them following the same formula of clean jokes with simple stories and most definitely family-approved messaging. Now, I would be crazy if I didn't bring up that weird era of...
What the fuck am I just seeing?
Weird cartoons. Yeah, that era.
Ren and Stimpy is one of those shows that my parents hated it.
Yeah.
They saw the characters, they're just like, this is dumb and they're ugly and this isn't funny.
Yeah, like if I had a kid and I saw them watching this bullshit, I would hate it too.
And I was like, I don't know why I'm watching this, because every time they do something in this show that's gross, I don't want to watch it, but they do it so often that I'm like...
Ren and Stimpy was, I mean, I watched it when I was 6, 7, 8, 9 years old, and I loved it, I laughed at it, but I have memories, like vague memories of little Justin, like that show freaking me out.
Yeah,
it's really weird.
Over time...
Yo, that show looks mad uncanny, bro. Like, holy.
And producers started realizing that parents were never too far when children were watching their shows. The parent was either folding laundry or reading a newspaper on the couch, making dinner for the family. Believe it or not, as inappropriate as a lot of these jokes in family-friendly movies and cartoons were...
Arnold, you make my girlhood tremble.
What the fuck does that even mean? Like, what does she mean by that?
Are you male or female? And how do you tell the difference?
Is that how?
That's crazy.
Hey, stop peeking!
They were mainly aimed at the parent who was co-watching.
When you couple this postmodern take on familiar tropes with such a wide range of comedic styles, you ensure that your show can be enjoyed by anyone. Kids can be drawn to the more overt sight gags and wacky antics, while adults will be able to appreciate the show's incredible wordplay and more nuanced written humor. It's an incredibly difficult line to walk, and Animaniacs seems to be able to do it in a way that almost seems effortless.
Not to mention, a lot of the jokes were so subtle and quick-witted that a lot of them just went right over our heads. That's why there's so many clips of people rewatching their favorite childhood show and realizing, this is insane.
Cartoons that ruined my life. Number 1, Ren and Stimpy. There's an episode where Ren decides he wants to live alone because of how annoying Stimpy is, and ends up befriending a corpse that he later uses as a weapon to kill hallucinations of himself as different emotions. Imagine...
What the fuck? And this is a kid's show, by the way.
Pitching this concept as a child's cartoon.
The dirty and weird animations were dirty, don't get me wrong, but a lot of them weren't...
Is he gripping his own ass cheeks? What the fuck?
Lay it all out there dirty, if you get what I'm saying. Now, when Shrek came out in 2001, a lot of things started...
Damn, bro. Shrek is old as hell. I didn't even know that shit came out all the way back in 2001. That's insane.
Started changing.
Mirror, mirror, show her to me. Show me the princess.
Perfect. What the hell? Bro's really stalking that princess.
The Shrek franchise
Hey, yo, what was that facial expression?
proved that you could be a little bit more raunchy and still get love from not only children, but now parents. So now their audience was expanding. You see what's happening? Imagine how much more money they
It's low-key smart the more you think about it.
were earning now that 4 tickets were being purchased at the box office compared to a kid watching cartoons alone on a Saturday morning. It became normal to have a dirty joke or 10 in a movie. Now, the first movie that did go just a little
Yo, that cat looks scary as hell, bro. The Cat in the Hat. Isn't just me, but this shit just looks scary to me.
bit too far for some parents' taste was the live-action Cat in the Hat. It pushed the boundaries even further, becoming one of the most controversial kid movies at that time.
It's hard to put all the blame for its failure on one person. One of the biggest criticisms for the film was its inconsistent tone with
I'm sorry, bro. I can't take this shit seriously. Each time I see the cat, bro, I just be like, what the fuck? Because it looks weird as hell.
many adult jokes. It's really just hard to determine who the film was for. Parents were upset and uncomfortable, kids were confused, and critics were repulsed.
And it was at that point that dirty jokes in children movies were here to stay, even if they made some parents uncomfortable. Today, though, something looks different with children's media, and it's becoming very hard to ignore. The emotionally intelligent and easy to watch programs were switched to more watered down and overstimulating movies that would bring families further apart rather than bring
That's crazy.
them together.
My dad knows. Yo, you got Bunny shaking ass in a kids movie now. Like, what the fuck is even going on?
Toy Story by heart. My mom has had to watch Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron, and Cars more times than she would care to recount. But
Hey, Cars is a peak movie. In my opinion, it's the best Disney movie. There, I said it, bro, and I mean it, bro. Cars gotta be the best Disney franchise.
regardless of how old these things got for the adults in my life, because they were on repeat and I was burning out VHSs, they were entertaining enough for them to actually enjoy watching these things with me and spending a little time with me. When kids' content is being so dumbed down and so watered down, it becomes that much easier for a tired parent to put some headphones on the kid, shove a tablet in their hand.
So let's paint this picture, okay? We have parents that won't go anywhere near whatever it is the media is calling children's entertainment. And then we have children watching said entertainment that, let's be real, is adding no value to their little developing brains. All they're seeing is violence and butt.
Yeah, that's just crazy, bro. Because what the hell?
Y'all just went to watch that new SpongeBob movie. What's up with y'all and all this ass? Why is there so much?
No, I've always never understood why is there so much twerking in kids' movies. You got men shaking bare booty. I'd be like, what the hell am I watching? I can't even look at this.
Gluteus Maximus on the screen. Every 5 seconds in that movie, bro, I'm seeing crevices and curves that I didn't know animated characters had. Where's all this coming from? What are we doing?
It's very obvious that Hollywood and children entertainment are still pushing these dirty jokes, but something about them looks different today. Instead of them being subtle and quick-witted like we mentioned,
Yo, this is crazy, bro. Like these bunnies, 3 bunnies throwing it back in a kids show is ludicrous.
back in the day, they're provocative.
Reach of the day, but I think that the advertisement for the new SpongeBob movie is extremely to the point that it gets extremely uncomfortable.
If you felt uncomfortable watching the new
What the fuck is he doing?
SpongeBob movie, there was a hidden visual language that was going on that you didn't know about, and here's the secret.
Nah, bro. That scene is like just crazy on like 100 different levels.
SpongeBob is iconic. A lot of us grew up with them. The show has always had jokes for kids and adults. That's not anything new.
Alright, bro, I've seen enough. Cause what the fuck am I even watching right now?
But this movie hit different. The core theme is SpongeBob is trying to become a big guy.
A big guy by humping Patrick? Well, I don't know how that's supposed to work.
Transition from little kid energy to grown-up energy is normal. We all go through it. The problem isn't the idea, it's how the idea was shown. There are scenes that
No, but for real though, for anyone who's watched the SpongeBob movie, what the fuck is the context of SpongeBob humping Patrick like this? Like, what's the context?
Rely heavily on suggestive physical comedy. Lots of butt jokes everywhere. Not clear wordplay, not character growth, but exaggerated body-based humor that feels closer to Ren and Stimpy than the classic SpongeBob.
I understand that dirty and crude jokes, they're not going anywhere. But I'd rather have those little sly jokes. Jokes that kids are not equipped enough to grasp. I'd rather have...
Yeah, I don't mind those, like, you know, dirty innuendos, whatever the hell you call it, bro. But I don't want to go watch a movie and see grown men shaking cheeks right in front of me.
Those, instead of seeing Patrick's booty crack.
Permission to come aboard, sir!
Me too!
Only if you put on some pants.
The fuck?
I just want to say that I watched the new SpongeBob trailer, and what is up with these people trying to make our kids obsessed with butts?
No, I'm saying, bro, because why is there always a grown man shaking ass in these kids movies?
Why's Patrick got a butt like that? Huh? And the eye patch? That star don't got no p***s.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Now, a lot of you may be thinking, Janae, this isn't anything new. There's been butts in SpongeBob since episode 1. Yes, we can be honest. SpongeBob is not the cleanest show, and it hasn't been since the 90s.
Look, doubloons! Don't drop them.
He really said don't drop the soap.
Hey, SpongeBob, how do I look?
Wow, looks like those Iron Bun workout videos are really paying off.
About him.
What the fuck?
Wow! Oh my foot! What?
No matter how weird it got, and I know it could get weird, there would always be a sliver of innocence. The butt wasn't the majority of the joke, if you get what I'm saying. So for the new SpongeBob movie that just dropped this year,
yo, they're literally twerking, bro. If y'all don't know what twerking is, imagine twerking, but you slanging around that thing instead. Shit's crazy.
I think people are so disturbed because there's not much that's...
Yo, they need to stop playing this scene, bro, because what even is this?
Funny about it, in my opinion. They just expect children to laugh at private parts. Now, while some people may disagree...
So I've seen a lot of people online talking about the new SpongeBob movie and how it's like too overly sexualized, right? And they're just too...
No, clearly it is, because from all the clips, I haven't even watched the movie, but from all the clips I've been seeing, this shit is crazy.
Any suggestive poses like this one what we've seen when Patrick has the eye patch around his crotch area, right? Like, do we not remember this? Like, I feel like y'all are just complain at this point, because for years and years on end, they have put adult jokes inside of children's movies for years. Like, come on, bruh. There's literally nothing wrong with this movie. Like, nothing at all. They've been doing this with children's movies for years.
Have you guys seen the marketing and clips of the new SpongeBob movie? Like, it's...
What the fuck?
It's actually genius, and it's making me really want to see the movie.
But I don't think those people understand that the new humor in this SpongeBob movie, they aren't just subtle, dirty jokes.
Is it just me, or I don't find this humor? Like, I just find it sus. Because am I supposed to find a star's butt funny? Like, that's not funny to me.
Literally just moves in cartoon form. And don't even get me started on Ice Spice's involvement and song Big Guy in the movie, with lyrics that read, off the wake up, I'm feeling my best. I bend over, I do my little stretch. What do you mean?
What the hell does she mean by that?
By that?
I'm so tired of hearing this Ice Spice song for SpongeBob. Big Guy SpongeBob Pants Okay? What even is that, and who idea was that? It don't match. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, it's just weird.
If you don't know who Ice Spice is, she's one of the biggest breakout rappers over the last few years, well known for her, let's just say, visuals that are not meant for children in any way.
Yeah, so pretty much because she got a fat ass.
And while she's not popping as much as she was about 2 years ago, everything about her style, outfits, and her choreography is, let's be honest, suggestive. And while there's nothing entirely wrong with that, what is wrong with it is her having any involvement in a children's movie.
I've always found that strange. Like, what is Ice Spice, out of all people, doing in a kid's show?
Check out my new single Big Eye for the new SpongeBob movie, search for SquarePants.
Please tell me if I'm too woke. I don't know why I feel weird about Ice Spice being like collabing with SpongeBob. Because
Nah, you don't feel that's not weird. You don't feel weird, bro. Because the fact of the matter is, that's some bullshit. What is Ice Spice doing in a SpongeBob movie? Like, I've been asking this question all video.
like it's SpongeBob is for children, and it's fine for whoever she is, whatever. But like, if I'm a child, I'm like, oh my god, I like this song. Let's look up more of Ice Spice's music. If I go on TikTok and search Ice Spice, I literally just immediately see her shaking her. And personally, if I was a parent, I don't want my 7-year-old looking at this girl shaking her.
And then her
hell nah, bro. I would hate for that to happen.
Wearing this outfit to the movie premiere.
This outfit was one of the craziest parts, because why? Out of all outfits you can wear to a movie premiere, you wear this shit, bro. That's crazy.
I literally have no comment. Most of y'all already probably know what's going on in my brain. I have no say.
People are mad at Ice Spice for wearing lingerie to the SpongeBob movie premiere, which was a premiere filled with children. But you know what? This wasn't her fault. Ice Spice shows off her bikini bottom and see-through lace dress at SpongeBob movie premiere. Is this appropriate for a kids movie? What kids movie? This looks like the kinkiest since Baby Girl. The marketing for this movie has been borderline fetish content. I would not.
The marketing been nothing but shaking straight ass, and y'all know, bruh.
Not be shocked if she looked at the marketing and was like, oh,
shaking straight ass and did.
This is a rated R parody film.
It's bad enough they have an artist that's well known for what she's well known for promoting this movie, but the advertising.
Yo, no, cause for real though, why the hell is SpongeBob looking like that? And who the hell is SpongeBob looking at like that? Like, look at his face.
Is insane too.
Whoever is the creative director at Nickelodeon, come to the front. I would like to have a word with you. Cause why is SpongeBob on a billboard with his kosher dill pickle gift wrap and nothing but some socks on? The fact that they target kids with adult themes and adult like propaganda is kind of crazy, and we just
no, not even kind of crazy. It is crazy.
Sit back, don't say nothing about it. Ooh, it's cool. SpongeBob always been kind of off. You get what I'm saying? But he ain't never been.
SpongeBob been sus, but like he ain't never been doing too much. You know what I'm saying?
This freaked out.
Is this not provocative? Is this not completely inappropriate?
No, that's inappropriate and wild all at the same time. Cause what the hell?
Why is the bow right there? Why is he biting his lip? Like, I truly believe the main reason we're seeing programs and platforms like Nickelodeon push this is because it's literally what children watch today.
Pregnant superheroes, Mickey Mouse in a pool of blood, Peppa Pig drinking bleach. Those are just some of the troubling videos that slipped through the filters and made their way onto YouTube's
What the fuck did I just hear?
Kids app.
While I'm reviewing what's on his tablet again, why do it say beautiful cooking clash? What is
what?
You watch? Is that why you want your tablet back so bad? You've been watching beautiful.
And that's like a toddler watching that shit.
Booty cheeks. Why is the booty cheek so plump right here? Why is your thing booty oriented?
With the rise of brain rot, not only is it overstimulating, it's weirdly disturbing.
What the fuck?
These kids are watching things and becoming desensitized to things that should make them uncomfortable.
Day one of watching kids YouTube has not gone well. I wiped this iPad, created a clean—
Yo, when I was a kid, I was watching anime, Beyblade, Bakugan, Pokemon, bro, and just the list goes on. I was not watching all this bullshit and brain rot.
YouTube account, then trained it for an hour of only auto-played Cocomelon videos before watching every YouTube short it suggested, all the way through in order. This was the first short, and it only went downhill from here. This is the second one, and we're getting cats being on beds, so the mom cat beats the kid cat, making it bloody, then abandoning it. Then
what the hell kind of brain rot is this?
we get a cat bombing a pond of geese to make a coat, then a very weird AI ad for Polybuzz trying to get kids to sign up for AI chatbots, and finally, the first real video we get is a kid wailing. Yes.
Yeah, I have no words for that, because what the hell?
Those were the first 5 videos I saw after an hour of Cocomelon.
So that's why we're seeing this huge rise of kid shows and cartoons putting more dirty jokes and crude humor, a lot of butts in their programs.
A bit too much butts, I can't even lie.
Is because that's what children are enjoying today, which
is crazy.
Really lets you know where we are in this point of life.
Let's take a look around. Who's raising these kids in this generation? These electronics. Kids are sponges. What they absorb matters. I hate people that think it's not that deep, because what's the agenda here? Why would you ever be pushing these things onto children? These new movies, these new kid shows, they're all so weird.
It's all going downhill from here, bro. I'm telling y'all, bro. It's not gonna get any better.
Why can't we have a normal kid show like Mickey Mouse that doesn't show a cheek or make a joke about sex? And why is that so crazy to ask?
I understand there's so many things that kids are exposed to way earlier than they should be. Not to mention, children are growing up way faster and they're grasping things
way faster, bro. I remember one time I was going to the park, right? I see some kids. They were like talking. They were talking together, right? And I overheard what they were talking about. And let's just say I was shocked. Like, the things they were talking about, I didn't even know. When I was their age, I didn't even know anything about it. Like, it's crazy. I'm not going to get into what exactly they were talking about, but let's just say kids their age should not have been talking about that stuff.
Things a lot quicker. So those quick little dirty jokes from the 90s that millennial and older—
what the fuck was that?
Gen Z are realizing today are a bit weird. Today, these kids aren't missing any jokes, because now these jokes are right in their face, bouncing and moving in ways everyone can see is dirty. Thank you for tuning into the—
We need to do better as a society, because why the hell is the whole SpongeBob movie, everything I've seen about it, SpongeBob getting in freaky ass positions and shaking ass? That shouldn't be a thing. That shouldn't even be allowed, because that's crazy, bro. But hey, if y'all enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm gonna catch y'all in my next video. Peace.